What's up, guys? This is Krell from Mahalo Video Games, and here I'm going to give you the quickest breakdown to finding all the clues for Episode 1 in Sly 2 Band of Thieves. For more videos in this series or other games in the collection, visit mahalo.com/SlyCollectionWT. And if you have any requests, tweet us at videogames or send them to requests@mahalo.com. Please don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment on this video. Alright, so the first thing you're really going to want to do is you're going to really want to pick Sly because his maneuverability is just so much more superior than the other two. You're going to have to do a lot of climbing. So leave the hideout and head over the streets to the left, and you'll find the first bottle right across. This is basically going to be the most direct route. I highly recommend using it. It does the least amount of backtracking. And just lets you basically run around once instead of trying to find bottles that are scattered throughout the whole entire level one by one. So we're going to work our way around, going counterclockwise around the level. And basically you'll just want to climb up here and come to the other side of this building. This one, you want to make sure that you tilt your camera down, otherwise you will probably miss it on that overpass. This one was one of the ones that I actually had trouble finding, was just because it's out of sight of the camera unless you know that it's there. There is a general tip that if you have the audio loud enough on your camera or on your TV, you can hear the bottles clanking around as you walk up to them. And then the next bottle I walk up to, I'll try and you see, you kind of hear it. You can hear them clanking, and it's kind of supposed to signify that you're close and to look around. So if by any means you're stuck, just try and stand still and listen to the environment around you, and it can help you find the bottles that you're missing. This is another one that I had trouble with at first, just because I was kind of taking the advice of trying to stay on top of the buildings, and obviously since it's in a tunnel, it can't be seen from on the rooftops. So, it's always best to try and stay as high as possible. You can see the most from it, but do realize that if you just stay on top of the buildings, you will miss a couple, because some are hidden specifically so that you can't see them from the rooftops. In this courtyard, you'll find 4, pretty much 1 on each, corner. Right around on the other side of this dragon's 1. Make sure you backtrack to get it, and then the other 2 are just down these wires, both on balconies. So just use the metal platforms and the wires to tight walk over and jump onto the balcony to get them. So here you'll want to follow around to the left. You'll just use this red car to jump on top of the buildings, and that will then let you cross. You want to take this archway to the right and be careful, because this is actually probably one of the harder ones if you're not a great platformer, but you'll jump down, and then from there you'll take the balcony ledges back over to the main road. So it can be tough, but honestly, if you feel comfortable jumping around with Sly, which at this point, if you played the first game, you should be pretty comfortable with it. It can be fairly easy to get, but just be careful. So here is where you know, we've gone around the whole entire map once. We're gonna have to head inwards to the middle towards the sign. So you're gonna jump onto this balcony, and from here just jump down so that you land on this brown platform and you know, sidestep over, because we're gonna have to climb up and over the sign, because there's gonna be one resting on the ledge just on the other side. So it's just easier to kind of keep the flow and movement going if you just climb up and over instead of trying to find another way up. And then you'll come over to this red awning, basically just use that to jump onto the building and take the lamp post or the street lights over to this balcony. And then the last one, there it is. The last one's just on this edge. So now that I've collected 30, unfortunately, because of this is earlier on in the game, I had to go back to get the 30 bottles since I'd got them previously. We're gonna take a look at where you go from here. So now let's take a look at once you are farther along in the game and have done the level for Bug Dimitri's office. This will give you access to the room where the safe is, because if you do it at the start of the game, you won't be able to get to the safe till you're about the middle way through this episode. But if you've gone back and cleared, then you should be able to go back into this level at any time and get access to the safe. So you're just going to head over here, and you're going to be a lot better at attaching yourself to that ledge than I am. Now I gotta sit here and get rid of these guys real quick. So take the drainage pipe or whatever that is back up, and this time actually walk along the ledge, and then on top of this you just have access back to the level. So this level should be familiar for the people who cleared the episode before going back and getting the bottles, but if this is your first time coming in here, you can either go back and watch the video for Follow Dimitri, or you can just watch right here. I'm going to go through it for you real quick. So you'll just kind of come around the outside and jump in the water, and because of that janitor right there, you're going to have to double jump up here and just basically use the tables and the stools, since they are technically above the lasers, to get around. It will basically just keep you in the safe zone. So once you're up, just take this ledge around, and then use the wires to get to the other ledge and take the waterfall around. So crawl through this vent, which again, you'll have learned by this point on how to crawl, and once you're back in the room, just turn around, and right over here is the vault.
Some higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to collect all of the clues for episode 1. If you have any more questions, be sure to refer back to our main page, mahalo.com/SlyCollectionWT, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.